Peace, love, and blessings. Good morning, y'all. This is your brother Key coming at you with some live and direct early morning love. So today, you guys, I'm coming at you with a real recognizing real actions kind of video. I say it's real recognizing real actions because I'm thinking about not only myself, but everything that my life has given me and offered me. And when you really start to look at yourself and when you start to really digest all your blessings, all your strengths, your weaknesses, everything, it can be tough at first because you don't look at yourself in totality every single day. You don't. The only time that you will come to that realization of who you are is when you have a moment of crisis or when you're sick and tired of living the way you're living, in poverty, sadness, depression, anxiety, regret, doubt, any of these negative feelings that are taking you away from your purpose. And this whole year, I have been searching, not really for anybody else, but my purpose and the purpose that God has for me. And it's been very difficult. I've had, on and off months, on and off weeks, days, and I came across, just a series of consistent messages that I was praying for, that I was meditating about, fasting for weeks, fasting for months. And I was just asking God to just send me my purpose. And I was really down because I felt like I was just failing. And I think over the past week with school, having a tough time with work and, with my physical body, for those that don't know, I've been in quite the physical, how could I say, journey. And I'm not just talking about just working out. Like in 2015, 4 years ago, about to be 5, I broke a lot of bones. I had a bunch of internal injuries that I didn't really prepare for. Nobody prepares to see death or be on their deathbed. And God spared me. And after he spared me and after I got back up on my feet, mentally I was still lost and I was still off. And I didn't really understand how to really get myself back in order, right? So after losing maybe about 2/3, I would say 3/4 of the people that I care about, that I call friends, that I call family, through a series of unfortunate and fortunate events, I started to realize who I am. And I started to really figure out what my purpose is, how different I am, how blessed I am, how strong I am. And, I like to motivate people. I like to give people high fives and just tell them keep going and push. But sometimes I was feeling so crappy that even when I got a little bit of happiness out of helping somebody else, I still had an emptiness that I was asking God to fill. And the only way that you could really fill that void, or the only way that I figured out how to fill that void, which you can do as well, I stopped looking everywhere else. And all the fighting, the anger, the sadness, everything started to make sense. Everything started to make sense. Everything. Excuse me, a helicopter going about. Everything started to make sense to me. And it only came through in that way. Everything really started to just make sense to me because I decided that I was gonna abandon the person that I'm sick and tired of being, and I'm gonna live for God because He spared my life. Some people call it, the Most High. I call Him God, because when I pray, I get a reply. Sometimes, and also during this year, I was praying hard, and I felt like I was not getting no type of direct contact. And it was only because of my own sin and my own actions that my connection was staticky or had bad reception, and yeah, it was just, everything just started to make sense after a while. I was just like, you know what, I get it. Fear is not something that lives in my tomb. I mean, not tomb. Well, no, fear lives in the tomb. Yeah, there we go. Fear lives in the tomb. Doubt lives in the tomb. Sadness comes and goes, but that stays in the tomb. My regrets stays in the tomb. All the resentment that I used to have for people in the tomb, I buried it. I got sick and tired of having that in me, in my body, in my temple, clouding space that my purpose should be filling. Ain't nothing worse than you having a purpose and you not fulfilling it. You're failing. And they say failure is not good. But at the same time, it is. But it's not. But it is. But it's not. Failure to fulfill your purpose is the worst thing that you can do. Because you will live in debt for the rest of your life. God gave me more than 2 chances, but I got a second chance to live my life. I got plenty of chances in many things, in many areas of my life. But to live again, straight up, I seen that white light. I was going. Nobody, no friends, no fam, no mama, no best bud, none of that was holding me back from where I was going. I was going. And the only thing that saved me, I thank everybody for their prayers, but the only thing that saved me was my purpose that God said that I must fulfill before I say I'm gone. That's how powerful living in your purpose is. Because if you don't fulfill it, and if God wants you to fulfill purpose, thank God I found Jesus. Real talk. Thank God I found Jesus before I had my crisis. Because I'd have been lost. Thank God I found Jesus. And if Jesus ain't your thing, that's you. If God ain't your thing, that's you. God is my thing. Jesus is my thing. Christ is my thing. Respect it. Know it. Know Him. Be strong. I was going through a real rough couple months, man. Real rough. I got tired of living my life. I was just sick and tired of living the life that I was living. And I was knocking off goals too. Got into college after having the worst school career The worst before getting to college, I had the worst career when it came to school. Horrible. Horrible. Been to over 10 schools, 10 plus schools in my life. Just being moved. Never got kicked out, but just being moved. Had horrible experiences, getting into fights. You feel me? At home, in school, outside of school, and home. Crazy. Was on the streets. Wasn't doing nothing too crazy. Nothing out of the ordinary when you on the street. But living a dangerous life. And God was like, since you know me and you hunger for me, I'm going to test you. And he tested me. And I passed. Thank God. All praise due to the Most High. Ain't no reason for me to be here except for the purpose that God has given me. Period. Point blank. And for a while, I swore I owed, a lot of people something. Man, look, if you let me $5 and you holding me to that $5, I'm gonna give your punk ass maybe $10. Cause I've lost a lot of friends, and I ain't trying to violate nobody now. I lost a lot of friends over material items. A lot of friends I've lost over jealousy. A lot of friends I've lost over petty things. When you have if your heart is still beating, and if you're not giving off no love, I don't want you nowhere near me. Real talk. I don't want you nowhere near me. Because you're basically, I feel like if you're not giving off love and if you're not giving off life, you're giving off death. And you're giving off negativity that can turn into death. Because in darkness lies the scariest things that you can ever find. Period. Point blank. So if you're not trying to give no positivity, no light, I feel sorry for you. I hope that you could change your life, find God, find Jesus Christ, and find your light. Real talk. Kick some bad habits and move on with yourself. No shade to nobody. But at the same time, step your game up. Real talk. All the nights, all the tears, or me being by myself, having people that said that they're gonna be by me forever and then dipped off. It's all good. I'm gravy. I got God. I don't need nothing else. God bless. I hope you living your life gravy. Family and friends. Real talk. So, in conclusion, because this video is a little bit long, God bless you if you got through this. In conclusion, step y'all game up. For me, get to that point where you're sick and tired of what you used to be doing. And do something new. Do something better for yourself. Step your game up. Be better. Earn what you want. I'm chasing my dreams. Chasing what I desire. Chasing my purpose. If you're not with that, step off. It's facts. If you're not helping your people grind or helping, and if you on that crabs in a barrel mess, stay away. And I hope that you find yourself so you can get off that time. Because in 2019, it's about to be 2020, there's a lot of people playing crabs in a barrel. I don't got no time for that. And I'm surprised that you have time for that. I'm surprised that you think you have time for that. Because it's habits like that consistent habits like that that enable you to allow years to pass you by without knocking off tasks and without moving forward in a positive way with the best manner that you can move with. It's step your game up. Step it up so you can get to this level where I'm at right now. So you can get to that level. And you can be working a very high paying job and be feeling like crap. You can have money in the bank and be feeling like shit, not living in your purpose. Live in your purpose. Live in your purpose. Find it and live in your purpose. If you don't know, ask God. Go to God, because there is no other way to find it. Can't find it by yourself. Facts. You can't find it by yourself. It took me years. It took my whole life up to now. I was looking for it. And I just found it. Just now. And because I just found my purpose, I know for a fact that I don't care nothing about my past demons or nothing. Because all of that made me who I am. So I can use it to go forward. Past, I'm going to let the past bury the past. Let the dead bury the dead. Work in my present so I can have a better future. Do the things today that others are not doing to have the things of tomorrow others will not have. Facts. Step y'all game up. Step y'all game up. It's a long video. God bless you if you're getting through this. Step y'all game up. If you got to the end of this video, I salute you. If you here after 17 minutes and you ain't cut this off, I salute you. That means that you serious about your purpose. You saw the title of this video and you like, let me check that out. If you can scroll on the gram for hours, if you can watch Netflix for hours, if you can be bullshitting for hours, you can watch a video that's 20 minutes. Facts. That's gonna help you. Facts. Word. So let go of who you used to be. Don't let people tell you who you used to. If somebody tells you about some shit that you used to be doing, be like, okay, that's what I used to do. I'm on something new now. Different type of time. People that are, I would say, shady or like that don't have no confidence or just people that want to step on you as a stepping stone. They'll call you arrogant. They'll call you this. They'll call you that when you're doing something purposeful in your life. Real talk. Don't be afraid of losing friends. Don't be afraid of your family, condemning you and saying this, that, and the third, and you butting heads with people. All the demons gonna come out when you start doing what you're supposed to do, fam. Real talk. All of them. All of them. And it's alright. Let your heart beat. Let it jump one time. Let it jump a couple times. And then when it's settled, live right. It's your brother Key, man. Always coming with that live and direct love. And I'm not gonna stop. Even when I drop, I'm not gonna stop. Never. Never ever. And they say never say never. Never ever. God willing, God bless. Stay blessed and less stressed. Peace.